alive. Here you go. Think you can help? Oh, don't tell me we've run out of panty nuts and all.
Yep. What's that for you, dear? Should last you a good while. That it? Fine.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted...
Did she?
Following up on some... Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha...
If she's not moved on already, yeah.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. A cat, Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. If something ain't done soon.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well, I can't stand...
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean. Sid.
Don't tell me.
Oh, no. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system for the, let's just say it gets very blimp. Only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't chuck ore in one of them and get... Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. And I hear you want...
If it's for the good of the hideaway...
Oh...
So... What...
We've got a couple of examples.
More fallen material, so this smelter is similar to the myth...
That's right. And what's more, they're direct. We've collected as many as we...
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes?
That's it in a nutshell. We're only 3 short, mind. And we know there's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmecchia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent.
All right, then.
It'll do.
With Canva,
Let's go. Damn it. The whole village is turned. Back to the stables, girl.
Farewell.
Need to deal with these ones first. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. No good. Nice run. Nice try. Too slow. Now to find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
What are you after? There you go. Thanks very much. There you go. Take care out there, eh?
Just because the heavens have gone to reckon with you don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set out.
Ah, Clive, I'd like you to take something to seeds for planting. I'll keep providing them with whatever but if these pool's going to survive, as of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in servitude. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest out to provide for them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's like...
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough to keep...
Gizal greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hard. Better that than something that'll... And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When they ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and...
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know. I'll go up there and show him my...
I'm sure you will.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought.
How goes the investigation?
Sid?
You. I heard you were out here.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of She's no fool.
That was her just now. So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to... After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort. She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety.
The Baum archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow up.
I needed that. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you... I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more...
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. You know, I always casting your lot with this criminal.
Better fighting for a cause, think... I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you. This woman, my former master, once trained. She raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the... But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little dad?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. To liberate the bearer. Farewell, master.
You always were, or perhaps that's the reason I loved...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The dame does, though.
All right.
I am. And thank you.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at it.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bear...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in... Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her... She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek, and she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came here. Anyway, thanks again, Sid.
Keep up the good work.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Good day. Certainly. Farewell, traveller.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Not enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside there.
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice, unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, long enough for us two to turn into a pet.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in... Bloody stupid. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let...
So you wasted half of him?
You're what Dravost need. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot. I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your...
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is...
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic... You,
We can't afford to wait.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with you. Don't want any nasty surprise. Oh, and... Blackthorn?
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more...
What was...
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight it.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barrack. No heroic last stands, you hear me?
August's right. I've seen what... The people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you...
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. Then it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravost.
Leave it to me. And...
Right. Which one of you's first?
All yours, Torgal. Stay down. Fire and flame! All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! Torgal, kill!
Is that it? Apparently not. You're not getting past me. All yours, Torgal. Too slow. question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall, but we...
Good. Oh, you do know?
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later.
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters, but mostly...
I'm afraid I've only delayed. There's no getting rid of that, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are...
That may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, it's no less. We'll fortify the gates to the... and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right. Then we'll get...
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. But...
Too bloody right you should. I always envied you. How you made it. You leaving gave me the perfect and from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Our work used to be the pride of Dalmeki. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day. It's not about the craft. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of us. I've kept working, honing my skills. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as I... Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man...
That's a kind offer. Kinder than... There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit. Let's see if we can't
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in.
I never thought I'd...
I'd say that went pretty well.
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid.
And this is?
A token of a... But I'm of a mind to make you. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from...
Now hold on, Zol. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a... I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to hone an edge. Odin will be proud. But the engravings on that thing are enough, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master.
Clive, you wouldn't mind...
As long as he can keep up.
Right. Zoltan.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught that...
Perhaps. My brother said that you're... Have you learned anything of note?
Little and less, I
see.
Be assured, however, that we will, even now, our archaeologians scour
fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are off as if protecting the
secrets we'd see.
Should our methods be of... Mayhap it would please you to observe...
Would that be possible?
Of course. The surveys be... Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect if you would consent to do so in my stead.
All right.
They will be most... Might I suggest you take the road? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lot. Swing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly. Let's go. Surrounded. Time to fight. Be safe. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors.
Stay down!
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. Should have stayed in the path. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brother, thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see...
You call that? Your brothers might still be alive if you put... Surely this survey wasn't worth...
We are charged with a duty of the highest import.
And you think your dead brothers would...
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the...
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most... May the Firebird's flame burn ever...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I hear.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you for...
Cyril, your losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not... Were these your...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is...
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be... The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion of our methods, we live to serve the Phoenix. Our very...
Cyril, I know that, but allow me to offer you a word. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers provide your survey parties with an escort. That they might live. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how... Please.
I thank you for you. If you will permit me to respond. Our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, and we of the Undying will do what we... As first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope.
Good girl. You deserve a rest. Two down, one to go.
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring.
Since Sweet all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and firmly at the helm, just as the good Lady Jane and Lord...
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be... Speaking of menace, there may be a rather worrying one just...
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences in presenting... And they might... They have formed what one could call... And they grow more...
We'll fight them all off, just like last, won't we, Luke?
Of course we will. If we continue, the longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might... Our best hope is to nip these by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause. Perhaps a certain Lord under...
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you. I have him stationed by the desert gate.
I'll go and speak with...
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis, but...
I did. I've developed something of a... And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem a sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits, and he said that you might be able to help me.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about... There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely... But we must strike together, and we must strike soon, at as many camps...
All right.
There's one upriver. Just
leave it with me.
If those ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't...
No, but...
No. Something's...
What is it?
The whole town is saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right. Some of the children spotted him, and when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. Which is what, if he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is still. All those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should...
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running,
but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's all lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us.
Once people make up their minds, we need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here. I can't promise anything, but...
And that is all I can...
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along that he was playing.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
I've seen...
As have I, Lord Underhill. The rumors that he's a bearer...
He'll never be mayor now.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, in this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not...
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our back.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you
Perhaps. And they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and...
You never know. Once their anger is cool...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense into...
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true. That was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed. And so must I be. I must do what I... And now, I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of for only united can they hope to stand against the threat. I'll need to make a suitably...
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only... We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go.
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town? And I thought you were better than... But it seems you had me.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. But where are my manners? Here. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do,
I'll bear it in mind.
It's only a matter of time before the army agree to our terms. You'll see.
Fetch!
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are...
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract... I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearer. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
What's happened?
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours. I know, but... No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? I saw Vonnie leave.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers, I'm going to Randalarm.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my body? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gate. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. Even if I fail to free these bearers, someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling...
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our... She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if she means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but...
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do. So I bid you farewell and safe I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure that... You go to Randalarn.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. I'd better not keep Eloise waiting.